I'm trying this again, sorry. Today, for Horroween, I have decided to do Alone in the Dark and its sequel, Alone in the Dark 2. But first, we're going to get this movie out of the way. The first movie was created by Uwe Boll, and it starred Christian Slater, Tara Reid, and Brad Dourif. The movie itself is based off of the video game Alone in the Dark. And let's pay attention to the R rating down here, because we'll go into this in a little bit. It runs about 96 minutes and is from 2004. Usually you'll see Bright Light Pictures, Nuclear Blast, Lionsgate distributed it, Crossover PA Capital. Obviously, it'll even say here Boll KG. Uwe Boll has been notorious and hated as a director because he takes these movies here and makes them into very shitty video game knockoffs. Even though the movie says Alone in the Dark, no one's ever actually alone in the dark in this movie. But I will have to say this movie is better in terms of what's going to come next. But I will say this movie here is much better done. Now, Alone in the Dark 2. They somehow managed to fuck up Alone in the Dark. The only good that comes out of this movie is having Lance Henriksen and briefly having Danny Trejo. The only other characters that we have are Rick Yoon, who is from the original Fast and the Furious movie, who replaces Christian Slater's character as Edward Carnaby. Edward Carnaby is now played by Rick Yoon. And the whole premise of this movie, where the first movie was the humans are fighting, Christian Slater's character is fighting these strange creatures in the dark. This movie, there instead is a freaking witch that's in the movie. And she's the one who's causing all the problems. She's telepathic. She can create a band of paranormal creatures and all kinds of shit. And the whole premise is Rick Yoon's character gets stabbed by a dagger that infects him and allows him to see what the witch is seeing. Yes, that's it. And some plot about the one guy named whose father, Abner, not Abner, but Abner Lumber, who's friends with this girl's father, who's supposedly marked by the witch. Other than that, this movie, I can't say anything. This was created by a different film company. Vivendi Entertainment took over the rights to this one. And they did the shittiest thing, as you can see. They made it into a fucking PG-13 movie. As you all know, even Uwe Boll, I don't know how the fuck Uwe Boll approved this shit when he already created a movie called Alone in the Dark 1, which was far superior. I'm guessing he couldn't get Christian Slater, Tara Reid, and Brad Dourif back for the sequel, so he had to make a rush job and pull out this movie out. There we go, we'll take this off so you guys can see. It says Evil Returns. The whole premise of this movie, Alone in the Dark 2, is a piece of shit. The storyline sucks. The pacing is You can tell that, unlike first Alone in the Dark, which had a bigger budget, and they can actually use blanks to fire in the weapons, this movie doesn't have blanks. Instead, the characters are basically shooting CGI bullets out of the guns. There's no the muzzle flashes are weak. Natasha Malthae from Blood Rain actually makes an appearance in this, and then gets killed off with some other two characters and also Zach Ward, who was from Resident Evil, who played Scott Farkas in the original Christmas Story movies, not to be confused with the two movies that came out after it. And then he gets killed off. So the whole point is this movie sucks. If you want to see a good movie, skip the sequel and watch Alone in the Dark. Unless you guys like all these shitty PG 13 movies that are coming out. Seriously, the R rating for this is justified. This, getting a PG-13 movie after having an R-rated sequel, makes no sense to me. But thank you for watching the installment of Horroween, and after this, I plan to review another series. Thank you.